Hi guys, so today my tutorial is inspired by Miranda Lambert's new music video, Something Bad, with Carrie Underwood. Mainly Carrie Underwood's look in the motorcycle scene. It was like a black, really smoked out, smoky eye with some greenish gold in it, and I thought it was beautiful. It was requested, so I have it here for you today. If you would like to see how I got this super sexy look, please keep watching. So I'm starting off by priming my face using my MAC Prep and Prime face primer. I forget which one it is. Oh, it's the Skin Base something. All right, that was horrible. And I'm using my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm in the shade 140 right now, if you're interested. Just buffing this all over the skin. I'm using a Real Techniques brush right now. I go back and forth between methods with this foundation. It really just works with everything. Beauty blender, it works with my F80, it works with my hands. I love it. Now I'm using my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer Palette in SC3, and I'm spot concealing any blemishes that are still shining through. I'd rather conceal blemishes than add more and more foundation in order to cover them, just so I don't end up with a ton of product all over my face. And as you can see, this stuff it's fantastic. Like, I absolutely love this concealer. It's a little bit tricky because it's super dry, but if you use the right brush, it's perfect. Now I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer to kind of highlight and conceal under my eyes. I'm also using it as a primer on my eyelids. So kind of everywhere, right down the center of my face and on my lids, blending it out with a beauty blender. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because that's boring. And now I'm gonna start with the eyes. I'm using my Sigma cream eyeshadow base in Sculpt. And it's kind of like a deep, almost black color. And I'm just sort of creating this kind of rounded V shape, or a U shape, if you will, with it. I'm being kind of careful, but you are going to be blending this out, so you don't need to use like extreme precision here. You'll kind of see the shape that I'm making. I'm almost, I wouldn't say cutting my crease, but a little bit. See it there? Looks like a boomerang, yeah. So now I'm blending it out. This is a Real Techniques brush again. And I'm just really working with this. I want to work with it before it sets. And I want it to be really, really smooth. And the reason why you're using a black base for this one is because you want that black to be pretty intense. You want it to be more rich, and if you just use the primer that we had before, the concealer, it's not going to look that way. So blending it out, now we're going in with the Lorac Pro palette, in with the shade Nectar. And I'm putting this on a brush and really working this into that line to make it fade a little bit better, to make that transition more smooth. As you can see, I love this color. It's perfect. And don't forget to do your lower lash line as well. You really want everything to be blown out. Oh, this color, just so pretty. Now I'm using my Rimmel Scandalize eyeshadow crayon in the shade, I believe it's Bulletproof Beige. And I'm just applying this to the empty space on my lid and my tear duct. Over that, I'm going in with Jade from the Pro palette. The look that she had was, it was kind of between gold and green, and I thought this one was perfect, especially with the sort of champagne gold eyeshadow crayon underneath it, because you kind of can't exactly tell what color it is. It's like a perfect mix between the two. And in that video, it is kind of hard to see exactly what it looks like. Okay, now I'm going in with the shade Black, super creative name, and yeah, just deepening out that outer corner, making that black more rich. I love this. It blends out really, really nicely, which is kind of unusual for a black. So I am working this under my lower lash line. Here I'm going in with a flat definer brush just to make it a little bit more intense there. And I am going to be smoking it out again with a blending brush in just a second. Now I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Eternal Black. I love this. It is so sparkly and beautiful, and her look in this video is very, very sparkly. So I thought it was perfect. So I'm going over that black just to add some extra shine and glam. And now I'm going in with a blending brush and just softening that edge once again. I pretty much blend in between every step here. Now I'm going in with a little bit more of that nectar color. I just thought it needed to be a little bit more blended down below. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm going in with Rosé. I'm going to use this to highlight the inner corner of my eye. It's not extremely intense, but it does add a little bit of brightness to the inner corner, opening up the eyes. Now I'm lining my waterline with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Covet eyeliner in black. Really love this. It's nice and black and waterproof. It's probably one of my favorites. Now I'm using my Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara in black. I'm using falsies, so I don't need a ton of attention on my top lashes, but I'm really going to coat those lower babies. Now I'm using my velour falsies in Girl You Crazy, love these. And I'm contouring my face with my Anastasia Contour Kit in the shade Fawn in the center. It's the only one I really use to contour with because it is the most ashy. And I don't know, I show this part in almost all of my tutorials, and I'm debating whether or not to film like a contour video and then cut this out of the rest of my tutorials, or if I should just keep it. What do you guys think? Let me know down below, because I don't want to bore you with the same old, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to warm up my face a little bit with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. It's not really a bronzer, but I do like to use it to add, like I said, warmth to the face. I don't want to go overboard with the bronziness though, because that's not what Miss Carrie Underwood looked like. All done. Now I'm using a hot pink blush. Don't worry, it goes on much more sheer than it looks if you use a light hand. I just want kind of like a nice pinched flush to the cheek, something very natural, which seems weird coming from a super hot pink blush. But anyways, applying this to the apples and just kind of lightly blending it back into the hairline. I'm keeping it pretty subtle. Now I'm using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette with the shade Incandescent Light in particular. This one is my favorite. I love it. I'm highlighting the tops of my cheekbones and my Cupid's bow and my chin. Now I'm lining my lips with my Milani Color Statement lip liner in Nude. I love this so much, you guys already know. And for lipsticks, I'm layering a couple. This one is Pure Zen by MAC, and I'm going over that with Japanese Maple. I wanted sort of like a fleshy but a little bit peach nude lip, just like hers. For gloss, I'm topping it off with my MAC Luster Glass in, which one is this? Love Nectar. I got it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I really had fun doing this. Thank you for your requests, and please leave more down below. You know I love hearing from you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.